Welcome to the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast with Mike Kinkade and Jake Goebel. Join them as they experience specialty coffee and document their journey. These friends explore roasts and roasting methods, brewing equipment and techniques, and review the cafes they visit along the way.
Thanks, Brioni, and thank you for joining us for episode 114 of the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast, where Mike and I talk about our experience going to the Raven Cafe and meeting up with the Low Carb Papa. Also, we get some swag in the mail from GaryVee for our support of his book, and we talk about puffery and marketing language that we despise so much, and also all the different coffees that we're getting into right now and the brewers that we gave away. Let's go ahead and jump right in.
Somebody sends you a message and you're just like, hey, I will send you whatever you want. Wait.
Well, yes, that's correct. And that is a weakness that I have. Hi, my name's Jake Goebel. With me is Mike Kinkade, nitpicking all the little personality flaws and foibles that I have. And you are listening to the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast. This is episode 114, I believe.
Maybe.
But I was just sending a message to Matt because the Barcetto is on its way. So congratulations to Matt. He won the Barcetto Tri-Presso. As far as it was a brewer giveaway. Mike has given me the evil eye. Yes, that is correct.
No, I'm just waiting for you to explain to the people.
And then also congratulations, Divine Coffee, who won the Caflano Compresso.
Yeah.
So I have a problem. My problem is this. I want to give everything away. I don't know. I don't think it's just, but see, I don't think it's just like out of a generous spirit. I think it is more of like this, some deep-seated emotional problem that says, if I give you this, will you please like me?
You'll be my friend.
Will you like me if I just roll over and take the beating like you were going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I just give you everything, if I sacrifice everything, will you please like me?
You'll then be my friend.
So there's some positive things there as far as like I do have a generous spirit. I give too much away.
You like seeing
it drives the missus crazy.
Happy. Yeah.
But
sure.
She's like, you should only be worrying about making me happy, bro. But at the same time, I don't know if it always comes from a grounded, positive place. I think it comes sometimes from an emotionally needy, unsafe, or just
I think if you
unhealthy space.
If you give at all with any expectation, they say it's no longer giving.
Right.
Well,
I don't give with expectation.
Well, I'm just saying in some sense, if
I
you're expecting
give to fill a void
or hoping that they would reciprocate in some way, shape, or form, whether that's friendship or they like you, that is giving with expectation or hope of an expectation.
Well, it's not a conscious expectation, so I'm still wrestling through my demons, but thank you for pointing them out. So
let's go deeper on this.
This is not a podcast about psychology, psychotherapy, or the body's physiological response to emotional stress. No.
Or stimuli.
This is a show about coffee and about how you can have a much better coffee experience at home and abroad.
Good. Well, that's wonderful. So you gave that away.
Yes.
Which we want to do more of. And some will probably be maybe more structured. Others, we're just going to, whatever we feel like doing, we're going to do.
But they need to be more structured. I got you.
No.
They need to be better.
No, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's my first response. All honesty. I'm like, what? We didn't even, why are you giving that away?
Because he asked for it. No. He said there was a message on the Facebook.
He asked,
on our post.
Hey, can I have that? Yeah,
I'll have that.
No, I'm like, no, okay, good.
But
that's
worried.
Where my personal shortcomings come from. No, this is good. Let's camp here for a minute. But I think we ultimately reserve the right to give away the stuff we own in any way we want. And some will be structured, some will not. Yeah. So sometimes if you say, hey, I want it, and you're first, you may just get it. Other times you might not, because we want to make it available or known to more people.
Yeah. So if you're first and it's just me, then
you win.
It's yours. It's going your way. If Mike has some influence in it, then I see your message and I'm like, ooh, he was first. I should give it to him. And then it's like, but I don't want Mike to get mad at me. I don't want to disappoint Mike.
Care.
I've got to do something different.
It's not me you're disappointing. It's everyone else that wasn't first.
Yeah.
That you're disappointing.
Yeah. Okay.
See what I'm saying? See, if you learn to not focus on anything, you can see everything.
You have been on that kick a little bit. Do you want to share with the people that why you're driving blindfolded through intersections?
I'm going cross-eyed trying not focus on anything.
Perfect.
No, it's just something we were talking about earlier. Sometimes, there's names for it. One of them is kind of tunnel vision. But practically speaking, when I'm driving, if I'm going through like a busy intersection, I try to not focus on any one particular thing where I can then gather as much information from my surroundings as possible. So I can see if somebody steps or a child runs out into the road or if the light changes or if whatever, anything. The car in front of me makes a quick left.
And you're ready to go.
It doesn't matter because I'm trying to absorb everything. And I think oftentimes that can be applied as a principle in life.
I just think
there's times for focus.
It's more exhausting. Because when you're driving,
it can be,
and taking a bunch of other things into account. I mean, if you're actually trying to do a good job of being observant of everything around you, it's more exhausting than just, zoned out looking at the middle lines.
Yeah. Just I only care about me.
Yeah.
I'm only doing my thing. I don't care who's behind me, to the left of me. Yeah. Absolutely. I think there's a time and place for both.
Yeah.
You don't want to sustain any one state in anything. You don't want to be hyper focused and miss the big picture. And then you also don't want to not make any one particular thing great because you're so worried about the big picture. That's all I'm going to say about that because that's confusing.
I like that.
I'm not unraveling it.
I like where you're going with that.
Speaking of unraveling.
Yes. What are we unraveling about here? I think the next one. There's also. Sorry, let me finish this.
Welcome back, Jake.
Real quick.
Thanks. We're doing a show.
This is
camera,
a podcast.
Mic. Yeah.
We also have a video show. We also have a YouTube channel where you can watch the shenanigans unfold in addition to listen to them unfold. But most recently, we met up with another Arizona food blogger, Low Carb Papa, a.k.a. John. Can I give the last name out? I don't want to.
I want to say yes, but I also don't know.
You know what?
I think he's associated enough with his own brand that it's out there. But
you think so? I'm just going to say John because I don't want to get in trouble.
You probably can find it if you look because I think it's out there. But John, Low Carb Papa. That's all that matters.
Yeah, the Low Carb
Papa that you follow and check out his stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Low Carb Papa. Check him out. Anyways, he's drove up from Tucson, asked if he could meet with us and hang out with us. And of course we said, yeah, that's all we do is pretty much just run around and hang out.
Like, Jake, what are you going to give him? Let's get him to like us.
Actually, I hate you. Actually, what happens is somebody says, hey, I'm going to be in town and we are...
Let's swing by your cafe and check you out.
Yes, and we don't have a cafe. And so then we have to, embarrassingly say, hey, by the way, we don't have a coffee shop. We're just two dudes in a basement with an internet connection. And then they say, well, we'll meet anywhere. That's fine. and then it's like, we can't just meet anywhere because, we both work full time and we run this business on the side and I'm working part-time and coaching football and boxing, and Mikey's got a baby and one more on the way. But when someone says, hey, I'm free the whole week or these 3 days,
it's wonderful.
Can we make it work? And then Mike and I can start looking at what's going to get cut out of the schedule for us to go hang out. And to be real honest with you, I think I needed that.
It's always refreshing
to go hang out, meet people in person that you met online. I mean, it's one thing to meet them online, appreciate their work kind of from afar, but then to actually see the face and the person behind
Sit down
the
with somebody.
work. It's very rewarding. It's very exciting. It's very gratifying. And
it sure is.
It was wonderful to sit down with John at the Raven.
Yeah, we went to the Raven. Also got to meet his lovely family. And I think that's just part of it. It gives you context. It gives you a connection that, hey, this is a real human being.
A real human.
That's doing his thing and wants to connect and wants to interact. And he was such a gracious individual.
Yes.
And
all he wanted to know is how he could help us.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
And that was that was surprising. Took me back. I'm like, I don't know. We haven't heard that too often.
No.
At least not in person. We have a lot of people that out there, a lot of you guys have been so gracious to us and extended offers and wanted to promote and support us, and we appreciate all of it. It's just when somebody asks you face to face,
how can I help you?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually hearing those words, and you're like, oh,
I guess I don't
know.
My first response, which is what I told John, is $1 million. I think that'd be good to go. We'd have enough for you and I to transition full time.
You premeditated on this.
The roaster, cafe, and we'd be good to go.
I think we do 500,000.
500,000 would be okay.
I think that's our bottom.
But really,
it's not much.
I don't know. Like I get, hey, how can I help you? And it's like, well, I'm on autopilot.
You can't help us.
You know
that
what
part
I mean?
of it's like, I don't know.
We're
beyond it.
We record, we video, we write, we edit audio, we edit video.
We drink coffee.
Buy our coffee. Tell all your friends about me. Who are you? I'm Batman. I don't know. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. You know what I mean?
I think a lot is done in just the fact that they reach out, right? I think that's probably, because to me, that is a tough step. I mean,
because it's encouragement.
Think about it from John's perspective, and I don't want to walk in John's mind for a moment, but I will put my mind in John's mind and pretend that we're going in this direction. You got me?
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm totally confused.
If I think about going to a town or a city I've never been, contacting people I've never met,
weirdos, by the way,
and saying, hey, I would like to come meet you guys, and meeting them at a place I've never been.
Yeah, and they don't look normal, these two guys.
No, one's got a gold tooth. Hey, if you haven't noticed or you haven't seen, you can watch the video. It's another reason. Anyway.
Well, that's a spoiler alert.
No, now they're going to go watch the video. They're going to see it for themselves. It exists. It's just you really put yourself out there. You really put yourself out there, and not only just one, but two, because now you're outnumbered. Now you're going to, you know what I mean? Like, all those little things add up sometimes, and you're just like, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just hang out with my family. Yep. But not John. He's like, hey, I'm trying to do this more. And I really appreciated it, and it was a great time. If you are thinking about it, or you shouldn't be thinking about it, you should just go do it. He's got a lot of good information on the low-carb lifestyle and how it changed his life and the health benefits to it.
He's got a fantastic story.
He does. And along those same lines, he's also very balanced. He wants to tell you what it did for him, how it can help you. But ultimately, if you choose to do something different, he's cool with that.
Or if you just want to, show up for the awesome barbecue.
The recipes and everything he's got going.
Tricks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's cool stuff.
And you can do that as well.
So we appreciated it. Thank you, John.
Yes. Thank you, John.
And
thank you, Raven, for having us and serving us bad mochas to talk about.
So we went to the Raven. You've never been to the Raven. Raven's
This was the first time that I've been to the Raven.
Downtown. It's actually a really cool cafe in many respects. The atmosphere, the bar, it's all woodworked. Craftsman built it with his hands.
Yeah.
I actually know who did it. He did an excellent job. It's a very nice setup. They're more known for their craft beer. They've got a ton of local craft beer. And
I told him to meet for coffee. Mike wasn't there yet. So I walk in, John is there, and all around the place is only beer. And I'm like, I think Mike said there was coffee here.
Yeah. It's beer-flavored coffee.
Yeah, beer-flavored coffee. Coffee-flavored beer. There's like micro roasts, beer everywhere. Brew. Micro brews. Whatever they are.
Yeah, exactly. That's their primary focus. Now, they do have a pretty decent coffee setup.
Yeah.
But for our liking, I think the mochas were a little too sweet.
Yeah.
You also had a shot of espresso.
Yeah.
Which most standard, quote-unquote, second-wave coffee shops don't usually serve.
No.
They're not.
But I saw the demi-tasse. I saw, this wasn't on the menu, but I saw the little demi-tasse back there, and I said, hey.
Did they have to wash it?
Hey. Can you guys do this for me? She looks at me like, huh? What does he want? And then he's like, oh, yeah, I can do that.
So you want me just you don't want any sugar, cream, syrup? What about whipped cream?
Well, I did ask for whipped cream on the mocha. Well, they said, do you want whipped cream on the mocha? This is what went through my mind. Are you going to put latte art on it? I didn't say that, but the idiot in me, in my brain said it. And then I said, yes, please.
Nope.
But it was the service was great.
But we had lunch.
Okay.
We also had lunch.
The lunch was very good.
I enjoyed the lunch.
The coffee was meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Lunch, I think their food is where it's at.
It was really good.
It really is good food.
I had a Raven burger. It had a fried egg on it.
Yeah.
A burger with
and a jalapeno. Egg. Did you eat the jalapeno?
No, of course I didn't eat the jalapeno.
You would turn into a weeping mess.
So I think we talked about this before on this show. I don't know which episode it was. And
Every time you say that, I hear GaryVee.
GaryVee, the show. So we talked about it on this show. I had roasted jalapeno on a burger, and I turned purple.
About lost his mind.
About lost my life. So this one, I was hoping
business luncheon,
because it said fried jalapeno, and there was those like little dried jalapeno crunchies that you can buy from Costco. From French's is like
deep fried, like they're coated in a batter.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But then I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But they're like almost like little caramelized onion things that you can put on, right?
Sure.
And so I ordered it, and I was like, well, I'll just take some of them off, and I'll just eat it like that, and it'll be good to go. Just have a little bit. And then it shows up, and there's a huge honking jalapeno just stuck to the top of the burger.
Yeah, it's like just sliced down the middle and like laid open.
It wasn't even laid open.
Yeah, because I thought we could see all the seeds.
No, it was just sticking. It just, like they set it on there and then just stabbed it.
Oh, on the one from the Raven.
On the one from the Raven.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about
the other burger one was.
The negative experience.
Yes, the negative experience. And so I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Do you take a bite of it and then bite the burger? Bite a jalapeno,
it's a garnish.
Bite the burger?
It's like a pickle.
It was kind of strange.
So you didn't even bite it?
No, because I was like, okay, that's a little more than I want to commit to at the moment.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do with it.
Is that right? Just bite and then bite and bite and bite. It was weird.
Well, it's
I'd rather have it on the burger.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, well, maybe next time you could ask for it.
Chunks. I don't know.
Chopped up, actually on the burger.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But speaking of GaryVee, as you know, we did a GaryVee book giveaway.
Did we?
And
I don't remember.
GaryVee sent us a little packet.
Oh.
A package as a way of saying thank you.
He did.
He sent us a little swag pack. And then also an email to where I could get just enter my info and I get a phone case. So I've got a phone case on the way.
Oh, nice.
I was going to get you the X, but the phone case people didn't have the X.
No, that's fine.
So I was going to.
You earned it.
I was going to make it I was going to do it for you, buddy.
That's nice.
But so this is what we got here.
I'm already kind of your friend, so you can stop.
I can stop now. We have some shoelaces from ropelacesupply.com. And they say they're black laces with crushing it on them. And I don't know if they're like little laces that like self-closing or something. I haven't even opened it yet. I was waiting for this moment right now.
Wow. So that's kind of neat. Little lace pack.
Yeah, a little lace pack.
Rope Lace Supply, crushing it.
And then there are some
socks.
These are from notetoself.com. And it just says crushing it on the bottom and on the top. And it says I am crushing it. So you can they're black, they're ankle socks with yellow crushing it. Notes to self. Sorry.
And the subheader is positive affirmation socks.
So you look at your socks and it says, I am crushing it.
So yeah, that's when you're down, right? And your head's hanging low and all you see is your feet. They will remind you to look up and that you're crushing it.
And then there's also a beanie. It was a black beanie. It's kind of the short beanies, not the ones with the little bills or whatever.
Let's get that going on. Let's see what it looks like.
Okay, yeah, here.
Yeah, put that on.
Let me put this on real quick.
You told me this is the one item you absolutely wanted to keep, if anything.
I felt guilty as soon as I said that. As soon as I said that, I was
you can have anything you want except the beanie. But you can have the beanie if you really want it. Mind games with this guy. There you go. No, you look good in the beanie.
So it is a black beanie with white GaryVee signature on the front. Is it centered? It's not centered.
You don't want it centered.
Oh, I don't want it centered.
No, you want it. Beanie's okay to be crooked.
I thought I know that
not ball caps.
Hats crooked bother you, and I didn't want to bother you with a crooked beanie. So
no, crooked beanies make sense because there's really there's no bill.
There's no bill.
No.
But see, so here's the thing. If you're in a rap video, does it change the nature of the hat placement? Like if I'm doing a rap video, can I have a crooked hat?
What?
The context.
Is the song about the crooked hat?
No.
Does it add to the song? Or
It could. It's possible that it could just add to the whole vibe.
If it's like a rap song about being late and getting dressed real quickly and not really caring, then yes.
What about if it's a rap song about, making a lot of money and getting a lot of girls and getting a lot of cars and that type of thing?
I think in those videos you should have two hats. One crooked and one straight. cover all your bases.
What about if it's a coffee song? What about if it's a music video just about coffee?
I think you should wear one of those farmer's hats to give, pay homage to those that actually grow the coffee.
Perfect. I like that. They also sent a t-shirt. It was a gray t-shirt, and it says crushing it on it, and it's a fist is actually what it is. I don't know if you can, maybe Mike, you can put a picture up or something, but it looks a little weird.
It's like you're wearing a knuckles, right? You hit somebody with like brass knuckles, but it says crushing it. Yeah. So you get hit in the face. It's like
it's a crushing it.
It's visually knuckles. It's visually hitting you, beating you up.
And then one, I got to tell you, this one was a little strange.
Oh, strange. What?
Adorbs.
It
is a stuffed pillow. Of course, it's a stuffed pillow. It's a pillow.
As opposed to an unstuffed pillow.
As opposed to an unstuffed
pillow. It's called a
pillow.
pillowcase.
Which is called a pillowcase. Damn. So this is a little decorative pillow that is an iPhone. It is shaped like an iPhone, only much larger. And it has the screen on it. The screensaver says, "Don't justify your dreams, execute on them," by, GaryVee. I thought it was very interesting. Mike, what do you...
It's just a decorative throw pillow, I think. It's meant to be like a talking
cute little
piece.
Pillow. A cute little pillow.
I think I was looking at it too, and I had the same thoughts. And I'm like, you know what? The phone is kind of GaryVee's instrument of choice. So it's like a homage to what he uses to take over the world, right? Everything he does is from his phone.
Yeah.
So I think, and he encourages people to use the phone, whether video or
because that's where everybody's at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all your social interactions are via the phone. And so he took the most iconic, I think, right? The iPhone, put his logo on it, and it's just meant to be a talking piece, something you put in the background. Maybe we can set it.
I don't even know if anybody can see it there. But, okay, it's behind us now. If one of my kids wants it, I'll probably just give it to the kids.
Yeah, decorative.
Oh, I could totally torment one of the kids. Be like, "Hey, surprise, happy birthday. I got you your own phone." And then hand them the pillow. That would be such a jerk.
I know you always wanted a phone.
That would be such a jerk dad move.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I regret it now as soon as I said it.
No, you don't.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, because they won't like you afterwards.
I know. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. But one of the things that GaryVee preaches is not only, we talked a little bit about generosity, but just honesty. And he is noticeably void of puffery, in my opinion. Puffery, if you've listened to the Daily Ristretto,
you've talked about
you've
puffery.
heard me going off about this deceitful marketing language, that the reason why it stands up in a court of law is because judges have deemed that no reasonable person would take this claim seriously. Like, these are the best basketball shoes in the world. This is the greatest microphone in the world. This is the best coffee in the world. It's so subjective that there's really no way to prove it or disprove it.
Is that how they're establishing Prop 65? It's like no reasonable person is going to believe this anyway.
No reasonable person is going to...
Just put up a warning that you're going to get cancer from this. Who cares? Puffery.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyhow.
Is that what you mean?
Noticeably void of puffery. However, lately I've been running into a lot of puffery in coffee.
And do you think that's in part because we're trying to articulate and communicate who we are and what we do, and we go through these mental, in these conversations, how do we communicate what we're doing while not, because you want attention when you're selling a product or you're trying to sell yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean that like as a brand.
Right. Not as a harlot?
Yeah, not a...
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
As a brand, not a harlot.
I just wanted to clarify, but I didn't want to camp. Thanks, Jake.
You're welcome.
Let's get back in the car and keep going.
You're welcome.
There's certain ways you want to communicate. Like, wait, are we saying something that's not true? Or are we making a claim to something that we really don't have right to?
But you're trying to balance that with effective copywriting.
Exactly.
There are certain things, like the way the brain works, the way people want to be sold to, whether they agree to it or not.
You want to tickle them with words.
There's a way to sell product.
Sure.
And I don't want to sound like a drug dealer, but there's a way to sell product. And there's a way that you should not sell product.
You just got to give them a little sample and then they're hooked.
And so there's this balance there. And I think as long as you are honest, I'm good to go with it.
Yeah.
Like if you say the greatest coffee in the world, I really don't take it seriously. It could be part of the, it could be.
Says who?
Yeah. So you might think that, but for you to come out and say artisan coffee without the artisan prices. And I've seen 2 Facebook ads for Swell Coffee Company where they are stating that their prices are lower than the
industry
coffee
standard,
world, than the industry
specialty
standard.
The
specialty
standard.
industry standard. You can get what everyone else has for cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
I take issue with it.
Yeah.
And for more, read the daily, listen to the Daily Ristretto.
Exactly.
Because it's not true. It is. Now, I'm not saying it's not worth it. We'll get into that in a moment.
Yeah, that's the difference.
But because I believe that Swell is worth what they charge.
And we're going to show you why.
And when I critique them on their Facebook page, that's their reply was, had nothing to do with money. It had everything to do with establishing value.
And I think that's the difference, right?
Stay there.
Exactly.
Stay there.
There's a difference between communicating something as objective fact or saying it subjectively, like we believe we deliver more value for your money than anyone else. Like sometimes if you just make it like, this is what we believe, this is what we're passionate about, this is what we think, that sounds more
Which
true.
all of their
That
other
is more
branding
true.
does. All of their other branding and their marketing does is just that. Stick to it.
So you bought it.
Stick to it. So I called their bluff. $10 for the sample pack. It was incredible. And I said this on the Daily Ristretto. If you have not yet pulled the trigger, $10 for the Swell Coffee Company sample pack, go do it right now.
Right now. We'll wait.
Okay, now that you're back, this is what you're going to get. You get a USPS box in the mail, and inside that box, and I was a little disappointed. I was like, okay, maybe inside, maybe the box wasn't
what was on the box?
Not delivering.
I think this was on the box.
Yeah, well, they have this sticker guide that has, just all about them. And it's globally sourced coffee, roasted in San Diego. Journey well and share your Swell coffee stories. It gives you a link to brew guides. You get a little a personal touch because Mondo Rodriguez shows up and teaches you how to make a pour over in this. And this is cool. All
under the shipping label.
Under the shipping label, which is very cool. And so I was like, but I was still a little disappointed because I was like, okay, it didn't come in a branded mailer. It just came in USPS, whatever. So I opened that up, and inside, I think this box is from Pack Lane because I recognize.
He can tell by the feel. It goes like this.
That's exactly what I did. I felt all over it. I rubbed it. Yes, I did. And this box is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is a large box, larger than you would expect for a sample, especially because it's 6 2-ounce bags, which equals 12 ounces of coffee. Because inside the box, not only this box, Swell Coffee Company, always fresh. I'm digging it. They didn't do the inside printing. It's just white inside, which I'm not a huge fan of, but they have this little sticker. They have a little sticker stuck on there with a little sample pack of grind size. It says making coffee doesn't need to be pretentious, but the simple fact is most people make it wrong. And I like this writing. One main culprit is grind size. Here's a sifting of the size you should aim for when you grind for good old-fashioned drip. I bet you they used the Cruve.
They might.
I bet you they used the Cruve. They mass-produced these little guys. They put them in there. Well done. I think it's cool. I still think, now that I'm seeing it though, because Mike wanted to do this as well, and we talked about doing this. We talked about how would we do this. So it's very cool to see Swell executing on the idea and then saying, well, can we do this? Can we do this better? Or should we do this? Mm-hmm. And as I look at it, I wonder how profitable it really is. Because when I look at it, I'm like, I don't know how to do. I don't even know where to start to try to duplicate. Like, what am I going to do? Grind it out, put it on the table, set that thing next to it, and then take a look at it?
Sure. I think so.
I don't know if I'm going to do that because my grinder's already dialed in for pour overs when I go to pour over. You know what I mean?
Well, they're making an assumption with this. First off, this is cool. I think
it's well done. Yeah.
It's different.
Swell done.
Ooh. Is that how this is going to be, huh?
You're doing a swell job, buddy.
Oh, buddy. Oh, get swell. I think this is really cool that they're trying to show and educate people, hey, start here with your grind. So, but the assumption they're making is for your standard drip.
Yes.
Which...
That looks a little fine for standard drip, doesn't it?
Well, I think most people shopping for specialty coffee are not saying that none. You know, there's you guys out there. We've talked to many of you that, hey, I need convenience. I need to be quick in the morning. Yeah. I use a standard drip coffee maker. But I think by and large, a lot are doing pour-overs. Maybe they're saying, though, if you're already doing pour-overs, to your point, you already got a grinder. You're probably already dialed in.
Yeah.
We ain't got to teach you much. But for those of you that are new... And trying to up your coffee game and just using a standard drip, start here. So I respect it. I think that's cool.
Yeah. I also think that because they've got it in the sample pack, like if you're new to specialty
Let's see what
coffee,
this is about. Yeah, that's a good point.
Swell's got you.
Wonder if it comes in a standard
because inside
order. What else is in there?
Inside, they give you a free mug that's wrapped up in here.
What?
They give you a free mug, and it looks like a Created Co. or something similar, 14 ounce. I don't know. It's a white mug. It's just black screen printing on it or printing on it. Maybe not screen printing, but yeah, it's printed, some sort of ink on there.
Oh, good. Thanks, Jake.
It says Swell Coffee Company, San Diego on one side, and Follow the Tide. I like the always fresh better than the Follow the Tide slogan. I know they've got both of them on there with the hashtag Swell Coffee Co., but I like...
Well, it's on theme.
I like always fresh.
It's on theme, right? Because, I mean...
It is.
Is there obviously something to do with surfing, beach life?
Yeah, San Diego, beach life. Like, come on, surfer, bro.
You go where the tide is?
I guess. Right? You follow the tide.
You got to go where the tide is.
You follow the
good
tide.
Waves.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
So, should I hang it here, or...
Try it and see if it rips it off. Yeah, No, okay. That's not it.
There it is. It's hanging on the side. I don't know. Can you see it in the video?
Yeah. Well, put it, angle it like the other one. We'll angle. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. And what else do you get in here? You get 6 2-ounce bags. And as I was looking at these, I think, because, when you order them, I still think it's a smoking hot deal. If you haven't done it, oh, no, you already did it. You already did it because we gave you a break to do it. But it's 12 ounces of coffee, 6 2-ounce pouches. What I think might be better for samples
Huckleberry
is either 3 or 4 ounces. Because as I was thinking about how much I can actually brew with 2 ounces, like each one is one cold brew bottle for Hario. You know what I mean? Like 2 ounces is only, 56 grams a piece. And I think a minimum of 100 grams is where a sample should be. I think maybe 3.
It's closer to 3.
4 grams would be better than 6.2, like 3 4s instead of 6 2s. But anyhow,
3 4s instead of 6 2s.
The other thing that I thought of was these bags are so sweet. They are very cool. It says a little more developed coffee that tastes like coffee.
What did you just say?
Yeah, a little more developed coffee that tastes like coffee. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Light to medium roast, very approachable and balanced. They have custom printing for each.
Did they all say that?
No, they're all different.
Okay, this is traditional. That's why.
Traditional, yeah. It's a Brazilian bean, which makes sense. It's probably roasted a little bit darker, maybe a medium.
It's more what you're used to.
Yeah, that is going to go in a pour over with cream and sugar for the misses in the morning.
There you go.
But it says on here, Baker's chocolate, cashew, and lime. Is the lime confusing or misleading a little bit? Maybe not misleading, but just confusing. Like if I'm thinking, man, do I want to pair this with my sweet cream international delight? If I say lime, that might not taste that great.
Yeah, lime could be off-putting.
I think I would, if I was going to go a little, no, that was very good.
Yeah.
If I was going to go something with more traditional, I think I would stick to, chocolate, big body, waiting for you.
The deeper notes.
Waiting for you in the alley over here with this big body and chocolate.
Yeah, because that's not creepy.
No, not at all.
Buddy.
So, whether lime is off-putting or not, we will let you be the judge. But the first bag that they sent is traditional. What's the next one there, Mikey?
As you go through this, the one thing I'm liking that is similar to what we did is whether this is the name of the category or they're just, putting it as a title.
I think it's the category.
They're single origin, but they're putting it in a category. They've got some good thought into how to...
They've got different sample bags for each one. Like this one, like you say, is traditional.
And it's green.
It's probably always going to be a Brazilian bean.
Or something that falls within that traditional flavor profile.
Which is also interesting because the green is kind of, remember we talked about like the espresso business kind of setup? It's always green color. Use green. Green with white. Yes, that's kind of the standard wisdom that is out there. Gotcha. If you go to some of these different, places selling you how to make a coffee shop. Make a coffee shop. Easy drinking. Colombia El Mirador, plum, butter, brown sugar, whole bean, light to medium roast, very approachable and balanced. But they've got tasting notes. Mikey had all of these little sample bags set up like dominoes, and he hit one and knocked them all over.
I think there's something to be said about that. There's an analogy there, a life lesson, right? If you set your beans up too close and one fall, they all go down.
They all go down.
Strike the shepherd.
So what's the third one there, buddy? We've got traditional, we've got easy drinking, and then we've got a natural. So the natty, again, they're always going, for this offering, they are always going to find a naturally processed coffee. Intense. Oh, intense.
Double I. Intense.
And we found a
fruity
print.
Sweetness.
We found a print error for you, Swell. On the back of your natural, it says I intense. It's like iRobot.
I intense, fruity sweetness, lower acidity, and a big mouthfeel.
Big mouthfeel. Waiting for you in the alley. Blueberries to the face.
Which is cool.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, each one, I was going to say they show recommended brew methods, but they all have the same
I think
pictures.
they're all the same.
Which is still kind of cool.
They've got pour over, French press, drip,
nice
mocha pot,
graphics.
espresso, Chemex, and press or AeroPress.
The only thing, they have a spot for roasted on, but I noticed the samples don't indicate when they were roasted.
And they might be old. I don't know. It's tough. They say that they roast and deliver, I think, same day or something.
Yeah. I'm sure they're fairly fresh. So the next one. You're looking at Adventurous.
I think there might be too many categories. Like, how do you wake up in the morning and decide that your coffee is supposed to be traditional or adventurous today?
What are you feeling?
I don't know. I
want a little bit of both. You know what that's called?
A blend?
Crazy.
I'm feeling traditional and adventurous. Like, what kind of traditional adventure?
I love crazy.
Like driving around, like going on a road trip? What is it? I don't know.
Yeah, going somewhere you've never been before. And in this case, that would be Honduras with the Hexalito.
Oh, yeah.
Hexalito honeyed.
I see. The adventurous is the honey, green apple candy, and butter.
There you go.
I love it when I take my Jolly Ranchers, do you do this as well? The green candy apple Jolly Ranchers and dip them in butter and then put them in your mouth?
Nope. But this is it right here. And I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes subtle, sometimes huge. A reminder that coffee is a complex fruit.
That's true. That's great.
It's an event. You don't know what you're going to get.
Especially with a honey process.
You know what this is?
Don't know what you're gonna
this is Blue Bottle's mixtape. Anyway, side note.
The mixtape was horrible.
No, but they're different. They're different volumes.
I see.
You had one volume you didn't like.
I had volume 2. And
some adventures aren't good.
Yeah. We turned it into a cold brew and it was still nasty.
It was all right, next.
All right. The
first of the blends.
Is high.
Tide is high.
Yep, this is a blend.
And we've got tasting notes. Baker's chocolate, stone fruit, warm spice, rich mouthfeel.
I think it would be okay to have a blend, but they're executing a concept that we've come to. I think obviously they weren't watching us, but we came to it. We came to the same conclusion from the same information, and that's that categories will make things easier for customers to decide what they want, but we still want to offer single origin coffees.
Exactly. Yeah, things that fall
and they're
within
executing way better.
I think so.
They're executing way better.
Well, they're ahead of us because we've thought we should have color schemes, everything that they're kind of doing.
Everything we thought they're doing.
Yeah, so they're doing what we thought. See, and that just goes to prove ideas aren't anything.
Ideas are garbage. Execution is everything. However, Swell, you really got to get rid of the artisan pricing language in your marketing. Sorry, go ahead.
So this is a great value.
That's what you say. This is a great value. Focus on that instead of the fact that, your $20 natty is, lower price or come on, it's 12 ounces for coffee. It's $20. Only coffee snobs like us and you out there listening are going to pay $20 for 12 ounces of coffee. All right. Keep going.
$20. Well, finishing up the sample pack, we've got the Cianiego.
Wow. Wow. You could have just said beach goth. You had to go to Cianiego.
I wonder
Cianiego.
That's so good.
That was really good. Thank you. Do you want me to take over or you got it?
I think Al the Av is going to flare up here.
He's going to cramp up.
Santiago. Beach goth. No.
Beach goth.
I see everything I do through to the end.
Perfect.
Rich chocolate, molasses, sweet stone fruit, and attitude.
I want a little coffee with attitude. Not always, though. Sometimes I want like a little more relaxed, easy drinking where I can kind of have my way with the coffee and not have to put up a big fight. But sometimes I want a little attitude. I want a little sass. I want a little slap in the face.
Pop you in the face.
Yeah, and be like, okay, fine. I got to fight my way through this.
You ready for this?
You ain't ready. I thought you said you were ready.
Here's a cherry.
You ain't ready.
Face.
You ain't ready. Blueberries to the face. Do you want any of these, Mike?
I might be interested in that
because
offer.
2 ounces, I don't think we can.
Don't expect any reciprocation.
I don't know whether we should, because I was thinking about doing a brew and review. Like this upcoming Friday, we have a brew and review of Peixoto sampler pack coming. But if we wait too long to brew these, they're not going to be any good. And at 2 ounces with 6 different coffees,
That's too much.
It's a long show. It'd be a long brew and review. It'd be like an hour brew and review. Plus with the different drippers and brewers and things.
We should.
So what should we do?
I think we should pick out 2 that we can do for the show. I think it'll be fine. They're sealed, and even if they're within 2 weeks, it's still plenty. Even within a month, they could tell us what type of beans they're working with. No problem.
Okay.
So I don't think we need to get too carried away. We don't actually know when they're roasted. So we could do it right now and they're already 2 months old. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really know.
Whether we do it now
doesn't really.
Okay.
They don't know how old they are. And since they don't know, we don't know.
I don't know.
So, does that make sense?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's pick 2 and do it because I think that's ultimately what it comes down to. Packaging, yes. Delivery, yes. Thought out their marketing, yes.
5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on everything.
What's it taste like?
I don't know.
That's what we need to find out.
Let's find out. Okay. I think we should do the natty and the honey then.
I think we should pick one of these because to me they're very similar.
For the brew and review?
They're like
cousins?
No.
They're kissing cousins?
No, that's not what I meant by that.
What is that? I don't. What am I supposed to? How am I supposed to know? He's over there taking the bags, holding them at an angle, and touching the tops of them together like a kid with 2, like a Barbie and a Ken doll going smoochy smooch.
Okay, sure.
How am I supposed to know what he's doing? You tell me. You be the judge here.
I'll give it to you. Like kissing, yes. Kissing cousins, though. You're the one that has to bring the family into this. That's where it gets weird. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, okay. So they're not.
They're not
you
cousins.
said they were closely related.
Did I?
Yes.
But I didn't.
And then you went smoochy smooch
right.
with them.
It's all my fault.
Yes. Own it.
I'll own it. Yes.
Okay.
Kissing cousins.
No. That wasn't. We said that. No, that was bad. That's not the direction we're going.
I want to promote. We don't want to promote kissing cousins, so that's why I don't think we should take a natty because they're too close.
Okay, that's right. We're against kissing cousins. That's why we're not doing it.
Knock them over again.
So there's the natty. He did knock them over again.
No, let's take. I say we do adventurous. Oh, this is hard. Oops, I'm getting carried away here.
Yeah,
should we try one of the blends?
Okay, let's do one blend.
Okay, do you want the Santiago? Beach goth?
I think we have to.
Or the Santiago,
I think we should do the beach goth.
Okay.
Let's do beach goth and adventurous.
All right.
We're going to brew and review these, not this upcoming Friday, but next Friday it'll be out. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Okay.
That was a whole lot of nothing.
All right. Perfect. Now, moving. Do we have anything else? Do we have anything else to say? That's pretty terrible. Oh, I also ordered another sample that's on the way, and that was from the Moustache Coffee Club.
Oh.
And you already heard my rant on the Daily Ristretto, but I wanted to get your take on it, where they say nobody else can make that claim. And nobody else is roasting and shipping coffee like as fresh, like sourcing from the top farms, roasting and shipping the same day. Nobody else can make this claim of freshness and awesomeness. And it's like, no, that's what every roaster is doing. Every third wave, quote unquote, roaster is doing that.
Yeah,
Peixoto is doing that. Press is doing that. Intelligentsia is doing that. Onyx is doing that. Blue Bottle is doing that. We're nobodies and we do that. You place an order, Mikey roasts it, like there's like, as far as like efficiency, we have zero efficiency. We do nothing efficiently.
We're super efficient.
We're super inefficient. We don't have a roasting day or anything like that. You order it, we roast it. We source from the top farms. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just silliness. And I'm not personally offended. I'm just, I'm irritated because
you want to be an advocate for good things and good things in coffee. And we want to see that
Swell is doing that.
Yeah. Well, you did take objection to
a
little bit of their marketing.
But they're going to change it. They're going to listen. They're going to change. I already know it. Because you can tell that they're a company that cares.
Oh, yeah.
They're a company that cares. They're going to see
stuff.
it. They've already received some negative feedback on those Facebook ads, not just from me, but from other people about the pricing. Take it out. Take it out.
It's just drawing unnecessary attention. It's not true.
And it's negative attention. It's not true. It's negative.
Your prices are good.
Your price is right there. Own it. You're doing great work. Just do that.
Yeah. So,
Moustache. Did you have something? Because I have a learning point.
Well, I was going to say with something like that that's so blatantly
untrue
is, to me, it's either kind of willful ignorance or you legit have blinders on, to the point that we were talking about earlier. You're so focused on something, you don't see what's going on around you. You don't realize all those companies you just mentioned and many, many more.
Speckled Axe roasts on demand. They show
many do.
I didn't like the shipping, but the coffee was good when it showed up.
Coffee.
Do you remember?
Yeah, and it's fire. They use actual wood fire.
Tim Wendelboe? You're telling me Tim Wendelboe's not roasting and shipping fresh coffee? So he has his own farm in Colombia. You're telling me he's not getting great coffee? You're telling me he's not roasting and shipping fresh?
Yeah, I think they got it. I think they got it.
Okay.
So
sorry.
Back good. Yeah.
Sorry. When you're around, I get pumped up even more.
I guess no, you're absolutely right. So I don't know what their spin is. Either they're just so focused, or they're so excited about what they're doing, and they're disconnected from all that. We'll give them that benefit of the doubt. Maybe I don't think that's the case, but people aren't dumb. You ain't dumb. Right. You know, we see through that.
I'm dumb, but you ain't dumb.
And I think the biggest tragedy. The
biggest thing.
Tragedy of all of that. Tragedy is that it could be a legit company, which it appears like Swell is, doing great things and trying to just promote good coffee. And, you know, they put out something that people don't connect with, and it's hurting them. And it's also preventing people from trying their great coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's causing this roadblock, and it's just, it's unfortunate because it doesn't need to be there, because they're doing great things. Possibly with Moustache.
Well,
I was using Swell as an example.
I'll have the sampler on the way. But what I did like.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tasted their
Moustache.
coffee.
I don't know. I haven't tasted Swell. I haven't tasted Moustache. I haven't even gotten Moustache yet. Because.
Have you ever grown a mustache? You ever had a mustache?
I've grown a mustache once.
I can't.
I hated every second of it.
But it looks like creepy.
I did like Movember or whatever, like Mustache Movember, or for like some sort of cancer awareness thing.
No shave.
I grew up, No Shave November, something like that.
Mustache Movember.
But anyhow, the reason why I don't have any coffee from Moustache yet is because they only roast on Tuesdays.
Once a week?
Once a week.
Okay.
And they only
when did you order? Tuesday?
Like on a Thursday. Wednesday? Something along those lines.
I'm asking you.
What is today? A couple days ago. Anyways, what they see made me lose my train of thought. Okay, they only roast on Tuesdays, and they only sell via a subscription model.
So how'd you get some?
Sample. I signed up for the free sample, and part of the agreement is when you get the free sample, you sign up for a subscription. Excuse me.
What do you mean?
Subscription. You sign up for a subscription, they send you a free sample.
So you have to cancel?
Then you have to cancel.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I'm going to cancel, though, after I get the free sample.
No, you're not.
Yes,
what if it's amazing?
Well, then I might get one more, but then I'm done.
That's it. I can't. It's the last time.
I can't support the deceit.
But maybe their coffee's amazing.
Maybe their coffee is amazing. Maybe we'll come around and say, okay, nobody else can make this claim.
You were right.
Because Tim Wendelboe can't roast coffee.
Maybe we're going to have to eat egg or something like that.
Yeah.
What do they say?
Eat crow.
Egg on your face. That's what it is.
I'll admit when I'm wrong. No, we've been wrong countless times, and we admit it every time.
I'll admit when Jake's wrong.
But here's the deal. I thought it was something that you would like, Mike. I thought you would like
Moustache?
I think you would like roasting one day a week and selling by subscription model only. From a business standpoint, it's not a bad business idea.
It sounds nice.
Having one day that you roast, think about it. I mean, you roast all day Tuesday, you put it all in the mail,
and
then you're done. And then you're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You're off those days to do marketing or whatever it is you want to do. You don't have a cafe. It's only mail order.
Moustache.
It's only subscription. You know what I mean? You know exactly what you need to roast because the subscribers are already signed up. Subscribed. And then you're good to go. Now you have whatever, like samples. You have a bag of sample that you sample roast, or you say, I'm not even going to send you a sample because it's not as fresh as I want it to be.
Yeah.
I'm only sending you the fresh samples from when we roast on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. And I think some models, Blue Bottle's similar. I think they have 2 roast days a week.
I think it's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And so you get in on one of those, which I think 2, if we were to move to any of them, I think 2 would be feasible, appropriate.
Yeah.
Because what if you order after cutoff on Tuesday, now you got to wait an entire week before it's even roasted, and then 2-3 days for shipping.
Yes.
So you're 10 days out, 10, 11 days out.
Yeah.
To me, that's pushing it.
Yeah, but nobody else is doing that.
Yeah, but see, that's just it. Competition is so steep. We can go right now on Blue Bottle, and they have, I don't care what, whatever you think about them, they have really good coffee in our opinion, and we haven't had it in a while, unless it's changed in a year, but
it's probably only gotten better.
They will get it to you right away, and not to mention all the other companies. So I don't know. I think there is, at some point when you have the volume and demand, yes, you probably have to structure it that way because you're roasting so much. But and there's a process to roasting.
That gives some folks also the freedom from a business that they want. Like I work 2 days a week.
And then you kind of leverage your time.
You leverage your time.
Yeah, it's
the
cool.
rest of the time I'm on the beach, I'm surfing, I'm doing whatever. If you don't have a cafe and all you do is sign up subscriptions only, and every Tuesday I roast and then I send it out and I'm done.
Nothing wrong with it. Hey, if people are digging it and the business model is working and you're liking it, then
now I'm sure there's more marketing and all the other types of work that goes into it than just roasting. But we have a friend. I think he roasts 1 day a week.
You have a friend?
Yeah, I think Rich only roasts 1 day a week, right?
I think when we talked with him, he said it was 1 or 2, something
1 or
like
2
that.
days a week, and that's kind of what he was looking for. He said, I could do more, but I don't want more. I want freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He knew what he wanted, and he was setting up his business too.
I'm not saying it's bad, but he's setting up his business for that.
Yeah, he
structuring
wants to
in that way.
Be that efficient and just have a long roasting session, get it done. And, from a roaster's perspective, I understand that because heating up the roaster, doing your batch to batch protocol, getting everything, in that mindset and routine that you need to do to produce good coffee. It's nice to just plug into that for one whole day instead of every couple days or every day.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me on some level.
I thought you'd like it.
But I also really like delivering the wow, as you would say, and sometimes that comes by roasting same day and getting it out.
Yeah.
Next day, same day. So that's enjoyable too right now for us because people appreciate it.
And we appreciate you listening, watching, comments, feedback. Hit us up. Love to hear from you.
Yeah, let us know what you think. If you've tried Swell or if you've tried Moustache or not, if you have any opinions, what do you think about providing a grind size example? I was going to say sample and example. Example.
Egg sample. Yeah. Absolutely. Like
if you want an example of what your grind should be, something that's sifted, that's true, granularly, man.
Yes. You should have already ended it.
You should have just
when
stopped.
I said, I appreciate you, blah, 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 that was the end of the show.
I know. I was trying to provide more value.
No, you always want to talk last. That's all right, Mikey. Keep your chin up, buddy. We're going to give you another chance next week. As for you, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate your attention. Appreciate you listening. If you got any feedback for us, orangecactuscoffee.com/episode 114 is the show notes. Would love to hear from you. And we will see you next week.